had a couple of pages about causes and effects for homework last night. Read the paragraph. Can you read the paragraph for me, please? Kaki.
Reed and his parents went outside to do spring yard work. The yard was still muddy from all the snow they'd gotten that winter. A strong wind, a strong wind blew, so Mom hurried back in for a jacket. Dad walked toward the
Shed.
shed. He heard a chickadee singing and looked up. Squish! His foot landed in a mud puddle. Meanwhile, Red picking up the sticks in the grass to use as kindling for the fire pit.
Very good. So that word is kindling. I know it looks like kind here, but this is kindling. And kindling is small pieces of wood for a fire. Okay, now let's have a look at the question. What caused Dad to look up? And what happened when he looked up? Okay, what do you think, Nuno?
The cause that to look up is he heard a chickadee.
He heard a chickadee. Good job. And what happened when he looked up?
What happened when he looked up is he stepped on the mud puddle.
Very good. Well done. A chickadee sang and made Dad look up. Then he stepped in a puddle. So a chickadee is like a little baby chicken, a chickadee. A chickadee sang is a type of bird. Okay, so a chickadee sang and it made Dad look up. And then when he wasn't looking at the floor, he stepped in a puddle. Okay, number 2. Read each sentence and circle circle each one that tells a cause and effect. Okay, Katie, go ahead.
The yard is muddy because of snow. A strong wind made Mom feel cold. They have kindling because of Reed.
Good job. Well done. They have. So guys, these 3 sentences, they show a cause and effect. If you have a look here, the yard is muddy because of snow. So the effect is the yard is muddy and the cause is snow. A strong wind made Mom feel cold. The cause is a strong wind and the effect is that Mom feels cold. And here they have kindling because of Reed. The effect is they have kindling and the cause is that Reed gathered it for them. Okay, number 3 down here. Read the sentence and circle the sentence if it tells a cause and an effect. So what are the sentences or the sentence if it has a cause and effect? Ming Ang, what do you think?
I think the sentence as the cause and effect is Mirabelle shoves up the snow off the driveway so the car drives on it easily now. If the ice on the sidewalk makes Pedro walk very slowly and carefully.
Good job. So that's Pedro. The ice on the sidewalk makes Pedro walk very slowly and carefully. So please make sure that you circle these sentences. Number 3 and number 4. Number 5 is just a statement, doesn't tell us a cause and effect. Good job. All right, guys, over to Sophie's No Good Morning. So I'm going to ask someone who would like to read. Nancy. Nancy, can you read from come on to cover, actually? Come on to cover.
Come on, Sophie! We've got to go now to make it on time. Sophie's mom went outside to start up the car. Sophie placed her orange juice on the counter and got ready for school, rushing frantically around the kitchen. She looked at her book report and sighed. A couple of the pictures that she taped onto it were already falling off, and it had a spelling mistake right on the cover.
Good God, Nancy. That was lovely reading. See how Nancy read with expression? I would like you guys to follow in Nancy's footsteps. When you see an exclamation mark, read it with the expression that Nancy just did. Okay, Ryan, can you take over from sadly to bedtime?
Sadly, there was no time to fix it. The report was due this morning. Sophie had been up since 6, working as fast as she could to get it done. Of course, she had started working on the report 2 weeks ago when her teacher had assigned it. She could have taken her time and done a nice job. She has planned to work on it last night, but her brother had a school concert, and by the time Sophie's family got home, it was bedtime.
Good job, Ryan. Daisy, can you take over? Read from beep to floor.
Beep, beep. Mom blasted the car horn. The sound gave Sneakers a fright, and she leaped off the shelf, meowing angrily. She ran across the floor and right under Sophie's feet. Sneakers! Sophie cried as she tripped over the cat. Her book report flew out of her hand and scattered across the floor.
Good job. Bo, can you take over? Woof to juice.
Whew. Gon-
Gonzo.
Gonzo darted after Sneakers. His claws shredded the papers on as he ran across them. Oh no! Sophie cried. She scrambled to pick everything up, but Sneakers shot back through the kitchen, with Gonzo trailing behind her. The cat leaped onto the counter where Sophie had left the juice.
Good job. And then can you take over, please, Kaki? Splash to, you can finish it. Splash to today.
Flash! Juice spilled across the counter. It dripped down the side of the cabinet into the floor and all over the book report. Gonzo
Dove.
dove onto the soggy papers and began slurping up the juice. By the time Sophie could push him out of the way, the book report was ruined. Sophie let out a loud groan. She had a lot of explaining to do when she got to school today.
Good job. So that really is a lousy morning for poor old Sophie. All right, let's have a look at the questions. Number 1, Sophie chose to wait too long to do her report. Write 2 effects that this choice causes in the story. So Sophie chose not to do her book report until the night before it was due. What are 2 effects of this choice that she had? Nancy, go ahead, give me one.
One is that she could only wake up at 6 and work really, really quick. And secondly, she couldn't get her book report finished and she had a spelling mistake and doesn't have time to revise.
Good girl. Well done, Nancy. I think you gave me more than one there, but absolutely. Well done, Nancy. It causes Sophie to feel rushed to do her report, and it causes Sophie to make spelling mistakes. So she's rushed, she doesn't have enough time to do her report, and it causes her report to look bad, and it causes her report to have spelling mistakes in it. So if you have something similar along these lines, give yourself a tick, okay? So that she doesn't have enough time and her book report has spelling mistakes or issues in it. Okay, number 2, write 3 events that lead to Sophie's report getting ruined. Okay, Simon, go ahead.
The report book got spilled and got juice on
Yep.
it, and it got spoiled.
So the word I think you're looking for is it got scratched. The animals clawed the paper and tore it up. Good job, Simon. Have a look. Sneakers runs under Sophie's feet and makes the papers scatter. So firstly, the cat runs under Sophie's feet and she throws her book report all over the floor, all over the counter. Secondly, Gonzo, Gonzo shreds the papers with his claws. So the dog is chasing after the cat and he is tearing up her book report. And then finally, orange juice is spilled over the report and makes it soggy and awful. So when she hands in her book report, I'm sure her teacher is going to be pretty annoyed at the state it's in. All right, moving on to the next question. So here we had a cause and effect graphic organizer to fill out. Have a look. Write answers to complete the cause and effect graphic organizer. Number 3, Sophie's mom blasts the car horn. What effect does this have on Sophie? Dami, what do you think?
The sneakers got scared and scattered the paper.
Good job. Well done. So Sneakers is scared and Sneakers runs under Sophie's feet, causing Sophie to scatter the papers. Absolutely. Good job, Dami. Next, Gonzo, the dog, runs after Sneakers, the cat. What is the effect of the dog running after the cat? What do you think, Katie?
Gonzo's claws shred the report.
Good girl. Well done. Gonzo's claws shred the report or the paper. Good girl, Katie. Okay, and last but not least, orange juice spills across the counter and drips onto the report. This is the effect. What is the cause of the orange juice being spilled? Ming Ang, what do you think the cause is here?
I think the cause is Snickers make the orange juice fall.
Good job. So the cat leaps onto the counter
Counter.
and knocks off the orange juice. Good girl, Ming Ang. Awesome work, guys. All right, guys, moving on to our lesson for today, using dictionaries and glossaries. So today, our lesson is predominantly about using dictionaries and glossaries. Now let's have a think. What is a dictionary? Kitty.
I think a dictionary is a book, a small book that write the meanings of the word.
Good job. Well done, Kitty. So a dictionary is usually a book, and usually it has an alphabetical list of words along with their meanings, pronunciations, parts of speech, and other information, such as the origin of the word. Where did it come from? Is it a Latin word? Did it come from Middle English? So we do get more information in a dictionary than just the meanings. We find the meanings, how to pronounce a word, how to the meanings, the pronunciations, and the parts of speech. So whether it's an adjective, an adverb, a noun, and sometimes the etymology, which is the origin of a word. Okay, what is a glossary? Okay, what do you think, Nuna?
Glossary is what is at the end of the book and tell a bit of the words that most people don't know.
Good girl. Well done, Nuna. Awesome work. Okay, the glossary is a text feature. Oops, not found, but found. Let me fix this. Found at the end of a book, and it provides an alphabetical list of specialized words from the book, their meanings, and other information. So a glossary is found, it's a couple of pages found at the back of a book. It is also in an alphabetical list, and it's got words from that book. So maybe if you're reading a book about space, it will have a specialized list of words at the back to help you understand the meaning of some of the vocabulary words in the book. Here is a dictionary entry. The word is vacant, which has been one of our vocabulary words. The entry word is vacant. The pronunciation is here, vacant. Now, have a look at this pronunciation. We call these letters the phonetic alphabet. So sometimes they look a little bit different to normal letters. Here we have the lazy schwa sound, which we've learned about before. Here we have our part of speech. What does ADJ stand for? Ruby, go ahead.
I think ADJ mean adjective.
Good girl, well done. It does. It's an abbreviation for the word adjective. Then we have the meanings. Number 1, empty or containing nothing. Then we have a sample sentence for each meaning. He was hungry, but the refrigerator was vacant. The second meaning is not taken or occupied. For example, the seats in the front row were vacant. The other meaning is blank, without thought. She stared into the distance with a vacant look. So sometimes you can say that someone looks vacant, and that usually means that they're daydreaming or they're not focusing on the task at hand. Okay, have a look here, guys. What part of speech is the word vacant? Simon.
Adjective.
Good job. Well done, Simon. It is an adjective. Well done. Now, have a look at this question. How many meanings are shown for vacant? Zui Ming.
There are 3 meanings.
Good job. We've got 3 meanings here with 3 different example sentences. Okay, have a look. Now, we've got no labels to help us on this one, so let's try and figure this out. What part of speech is the word suppose? Have a look at this dictionary entry and find where it tells us the part of speech. What do you think, Boo?
Verb. I think it's a verb.
Good job, well done. We can find the part of speech over here where it says verb. Awesome work, Bo. Okay, what possible endings are shown for suppose?
ed,
Ed, good.
ing,
Ing
es.
and es. Good girl. Well done, Haling. We have 3 different possible endings. Supposed, which is in the past tense, supposing, which is in the present continuous, and supposes, which is in the present tense if your subject is singular. Lovely work, guys. Okay, have a look at some of these activities. So here we have different tablets with different dictionary, actually the same dictionary entries, but we have to answer the questions. Have a look. Number 1, can you please read this dictionary entry for me, Fred?
On. Opposite of off. Turn the lamp on at night. Where a thing is found. The dishes are on the table. About. The show is on wild animals. At the day or time that something happens. We always have practice.
On Mondays. Okay, so you just muted yourself before you ended that. Okay, guys, which meaning of the word on is used in the sentence below? Elena goes to piano lessons on Saturdays. What do you think, Fanchi?
I think it is mean for.
Meaning for. Good job. Well done. The answer is meaning for. At the day or time that something happens. She has piano lessons on Saturdays. Good job, Van Chi. Number 2, same dictionary entry, different question. Which meaning of the word on is used in this sentence below? Mark has trouble studying when the radio is on. Okay, Ryan, can you help Kuhn? What do you think?
I think it is meaning one.
Good job. Well done. The answer for this one is meaning 1, guys, the opposite of off. Mark has trouble studying when the radio is on. So the radio is switched on, it's playing out music, it has people talking on it. So he's struggling to study because it's not very quiet when the radio is switched on. Good job, Ryan. Lovely work. Okay, let's read the next one. Have a look, guys. Same dictionary entry, different question. Which meaning of the word on is used in the sentence below? Grandpa and I watched a TV show on trains. Sup, you raised your hand, and I've not heard from you today, Sup. What do you think?
I think it's meaning 3.
Good job, well done. This one is meaning 3. It's about. Grandpa and I watched a TV show about trains, or Grandpa and I watched a TV show on trains. Awesome work, Sup. Okay, next. Again, we have the same dictionary entry, but we've got a different question. How many meanings are there for the word on? Ming Ang.
4 meaning.
Good girl. There are 4 meanings indeed. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 meanings for the word on. Lovely work. Okay, have a look. New dictionary entry. Will you please read that for me? Mooney.
Over. One above something, there is a picture hanging over the chair. from one side of something to the other side. Ken jumped over the bench more than a certain number. The has saved over
Oh.
20.
That should say he has saved. Sorry, let me fix that for you. He
He has saved over $20. Over finished. The movie is over now.
Good job. Well done. All right, guys. Which meaning of the word over is used in the sentence below? Me's mother will pick us up when the movie is over. Nancy, what do you think?
Meaning for.
Good job. Meaning for. The movie is over. When something is finished or when something has ended. Okay. How many meanings are there for the word over? Ming Ang, what do you think?
4 meaning.
Good girl. There are 4 meanings. So I purposely left out number 4 here to try and throw you off. There are 4 meanings. 1, 2, 3, and 4 down here. There are 4 meanings in total. Good job, Ming Ang. Well done. I'm going to show you your homework because I want you guys to start a quiz. I'm going to leave you with the quiz. All right, guys, here is your homework. Homework is Reader's Notebook, page 123. Then what I want everyone to do is I want everyone to go to quizzes. So I'm going to send you a link. Make sure you are reading the questions very carefully. Okay, guys, so some of you breeze through the difficult questions. The difficult questions I were talking about are these 2. This one, if you shorten the word library to lib, you would be using, the answer is an abbreviation. So I very briefly touched on that when I said the word adjective. So the word adjective is spelled ADJECTIVE, but we can shorten it to ADJ, and we call that an abbreviation. The other word was this that actually no one has got wrong, so well done. The etymology of a word, or the origin, is where it came from, and everyone got that right with Middle English. One was wrong here. Which definition best fits the sentence? Our class is going to the library. So we were looking for meaning 1, definition 1 there. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. See you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Bye-bye.